All right, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. We're waiting for the light to pop up on the screen, make it more brighter, so we know we live. Okay, we back. I got cut off on the last one, so let's just get straight into it. Was she wrong, Miss Shakiri Richardson? Was she wrong to smoke weed, knowing she had her ticket punched, and according to the critics, she was guaranteed a gold medal? Was she wrong to smoke? I think so. Where's her people at? That's supposed to be by her side when she's grieving. Apparently, she was not around somebody that had her back to tell her, no, you can't do this. So somebody she was around must be a smoker and gave her the weed, far as I'm concerned. That's what I mean by, you gotta know who need to be around you and who don't. Now, this person for real might be a good friend or a family member, but you're not helping knowing what's at stake. She could have lost all her endorsements, and her career that's really just taking off could have been stalled, So the fact that she was in Oregon where it's legal, that it's against the rules to smoke. Bottom line. So I understand the circumstances. You know, her mom died, and you don't know how you're going to grieve. People de- people grieve differently. Some shut down, some get strong, and some goes into a deep depression that they can't help her cope with it. But what's at stake, the bigger picture. You know what's at stake, the bigger picture, and you know, um, I just wish the right people was around her. So now the chitter chatter around the Olympics with the Jamaican runners, the ladies that ran in all her categories that she was gonna run in, they dominated, and they was like they talking smack like she wouldn't have been a factor if she was here or not. So I'm very much looking forward to 2024 and for her to be in the Olympics in Paris in 2024, for her to compete against the Jamaican women that's talking smack, saying that she's not a factor. We own this. Jamaican women, So hey, I'm not disputing. They bad. They winning all the competitions, and they have dominated, the races. So it just really will be good to see that she be clean and not get caught up in no scandal like this, you know, going forward. And she said it herself, I never been tested positive for no steroids. And she ended her quote and her statement in her interview on the show, the Today Show. She was like, she tweeted out on Twitter, "I'm human. I'm not a robot. I have feelings. I'm in mourning." I think her grandmoms raised her. So maybe the backstory is her mom might have been down on her luck, may have been an addict, and grandmoms, as they all do, they stepped in and held her down. And because of grandma love that she needed to have, she became a world class runner. So I'm rooting for her. So I hope this video makes it to her and encourages her. And we looking for you in 2024 in Paris. I say Paris real funny. It's like a tongue twister to me. And I had the opportunity to visit Paris, France, and went to the Louvre where they made the movie with Tom Hanks, the Da Vinci Code. That was very much a great experience. And I went in August. Do you know over in France and in London, over in them places, they take August off the whole month. And I heard they work to live, not live to work, if that makes sense. You know, they don't work to live, they live to work. The whole month of August, France and Europe, Iceland, these places over there, when you leave the US, they take a month vacation off. I think that may be the government workers or what, but that's part of their culture over there, and France, um, everything was like petite. The streets are small. When you buy food, they give you small portions, and I be like, they trying to charge an arm and a leg, for an entree, and if you're in a nice restaurant, I'm like, where the rest of the food? And the waiter looked at me jokingly, and I know he was serious. He said, "You Americans eat too much. That's why you fat." And we laughed it off, and we laughed at it and laughed, but as I thought about it later, I was like, he was serious when he said that. I mean, I didn't know if I needed or should have been offended or what, but honestly, he right. When I came back from France, I had a different perspective of how much we use far as, space, how we drive big SUVs, everything over there is compact. They drive small cars, everything is proportioned over there. And, it just made me see something different and experience something different. And it just made me appreciate what I have in life. And I'm not wealthy, but I'm okay. I get up and go to, my place of business and work and earn my money. I have a few luxuries, but, I'm not rich by far. But just being somewhere else and just see how they really pay attention to proportion and do things in increments, and how we just wide open with it. Everything we do, we want to supersize it, large, everything, and really that is a luxury. It's a privilege. And I love it, So I'm proud to be an American. I love our way of life. We come a long way. We still have a long way to go when it comes to equality and fairness and racism. We have to understand we all God's children, and nobody is better than the next race. Black, white, and different cultures under the black umbrella and the black and the white umbrella of nationalities like Jewish, Italian, Irish, you know, you know, every culture under the umbrella of black and white, black and brown, white and brown, no culture or race is better than the next. We all God's children. So therefore, we just need to do better and be better. And I'm going to end it like that. This Big Dave coming at y'all. I hope you like the content. Thank you for the views on the Alpo and Rich Porter story. I'm at like 327 and counting. It's just amazing how everybody just really gravitating to the video and enjoying it. But I would really like for you to subscribe, as well as you giving me the views as well, and share the videos. And thank you very much. We'll get to our destination. We're trying to get monetized, and you know, we'll get there eventually. We're gonna take our time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I'm here to stay. Y'all gonna have to deal with me, because this is my lane, and I think the powers that be that put together this podcast outlet. I heard somebody say YouTube is like a time machine where you could go back in history and come back to the present. And I love it. So I'm taking full advantage. Again, I love dialoguing. I love debate. And, um, I don't sing or I don't play no sports no more, to be on a top tier level, to come on here and speak to millions of people, and have a platform and try to earn some coins doing it. It's all good. Not that I need it, but if I'm going to be doing it, I like to be compensated at the end of the day, and we're going to get to the destination that will allow that to happen. So you know, so we're gonna slow walk it, and it is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. All right, this Big Dave, I'm coming at you again. Shakira Richardson, you know, put people around you when you get urges that's gonna tell you no, and you listen to them. Peace.